Here we are, boys. Here we are, back with episode 85. Back with episode 85, come chill with you, boy. Here we are, boys. Back with episode 85, come chill with you, boy. So, before we get into it, guys, I have to reiterate this. I have to reiterate this every stream. Every time I do one of these, guys. I have to reiterate this. I have to reiterate this every stream. If at any point in the stream you'll hear me stuttering or tripping over my words, I've got a speech impediment. That's why I stutter. That's why I trip over my words. Anyways, let's get the promotional stuff out of the way, and then we can get into it. So, you'll get the boxing stream. At the end of the month, at the very end of the month, in fact, on the 30th. I'll talk about all the greats. I'll talk about Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, Joe Louis, etc., etc. I'll talk about all the greats on Saturday at the end of the month. So, that's going to be fun. Also, guys, I'm still working on the White Knight, on Ogre's 8, on the Dragon King, and the broader world of Evelori itself. And I'm still working on Gunblade. I'm still working on the Samurai and Gunslinger. So all that stuff is coming. Guys. And we fixed the lighting, so there we go. Also, guys, thank you guys so much, right? Thank you guys so much. Okay, now that we got the promotional stuff out of the way, now that we got the intro and the promotional stuff out of the way, now we can get into it. So what do you guys want to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about? Because we got a lot of stuff here to talk about. Also, guys, I've got everything organized. Now, guys. I've got everything organized into proper playlists now, just in case y'all want to check out any of my stuff, any of the content I have on the channel now. I have it all organized into proper playlists, so that's good. I got my music stuff organized into a playlist, and I've got my gaming stuff organized into a playlist. Excuse me. So that's good. Yeah, I've just got everything organized on the channel now. So feel free to check any of that stuff out, guys. Just feel free to check any of that stuff out. Hello, my dear viewer. Hello. So yeah, guys, I've got everything organized on the proper channel. Or no, I've got everything organized properly on the channel. There you go. But yeah. So yeah, I've got everything organized on the channel now. And guys, thank you so much. I cannot thank y'all enough. If you're watching the stream right now, leave and go listen to the song I released a few hours ago, and make sure y'all read the description, guys. If you're watching the stream now, please leave and go listen to the song I released a few hours ago, and read the description, guys. Read the description of that song, because this one was a rough one. I did not enjoy making it. Guys, all I have is a speech impediment, guys. That's all I have. I'm not sick, guys. I'm not sick. I'm perfectly healthy, you know. Hey, but yeah, guys, just if you don't mind, just do me a favor, guys, and go listen to the song I uploaded a few hours ago, and read the description, guys. Read the description of the song, please, because it took me 5 years, right? This song I uploaded a few hours ago took me 5 years to write. And once y'all read it, the description, y'all will understand why. Like, Like, guys, this stuff is just, hey, the music stuff doesn't take the music stuff, it doesn't take that long to produce, but the writing stuff actually does. I'm a reader and writer, guys, even though I've got nothing published. Like, my first two stories are coming out next year. So, and the first two stories will be, oh, or no, the first two stories, they will be The White Knight and Ogre's 8. The White Knight is coming out in May of next year, and Ogre's 8 is coming out in October next year. Both of those stories are one chapter, 20 pages, 4 to 6 panels per page. Both of those stories are coming out next year. But guys, if you're watching the stream, then just to go listen into this song, please. Please, if y'all, I don't normally ask anything of y'all, but if you're watching this, then please just to go and listen into the song. It took me 5 years to write, and this is probably the saddest one I've written this far. I mean, let me go check the analytics on it just right quick. So, yeah. Yeah, this was a sad one, dude. Like, this was a super, super sad one. Like, it took me 5 years to write. I really, really just, I miss him, man. I miss him. I miss my grandpa. I miss my grandfather. Like, today, the 27th, it's been 5 years since his passing. It's been 5 years since I hate my speech impairment, I really do. But yeah, guys, today's the 5 year anniversary of my grandpa's death, and yeah, it's just been a long but good day, you know. It's been a long and good day. But yeah, the song that I released a few hours ago, just please go and listen to it and read and go read the description, please, because it's very, very emotional and all that, you know. Yeah, man, because like it's so bad, right? Like, like one of my favorite books of all time is Jekyll and Hyde, and I don't really talk about my personal stuff here, guys. I keep my private stuff private. I keep my personal life private. But the song I released a few hours ago tells you a little bit about my personal life. Like, man, it's just, yeah, dude, it took me 5 years to write that. It took me 5 years to write that. Make sure to like and subscribe too, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, please. I think I'm at 300. I think I'm at 300 subscribers, which thank you guys so much. Also, guys, hey, before anyone starts spamming it in chat, I have to address this just right away. Y'all will have artwork, guys. Y'all will have artwork of the samurai and gunslinger. Y'all will have artwork, or at least concept art, of the samurai and gunslinger. And if you don't know what this channel is about, guys, if you don't know what this channel is about, then just read the channel a description. Yes, it is long. It is a bit long. It is a bit wordy. But it basically tells you everything you need to know about this channel and about me. I like to talk about anime, manga, comic books, history, mythology, philosophy, psychology, all that stuff. I've studied Greek mythology for 6 years, and I've studied Norse for 2. And when it comes to comic books, guys, when it comes to comic books, Marvel, DC, and all that, I can tangle with the best of them. Like, I'm practically an encyclopedia of comic books at this point. At least when it comes to Marvel and DC. Like, all of this stuff is just very, very interesting. I find it so engaging, and I hate the fact that even though in this moment I'm not stuttering, but eventually I will, you see? Eventually I will be. Hey, but that's okay. That's okay. Like, I just, I find it funny, and I love talking to you guys about all this stuff. I love talking to you guys so much because it's very, very just unique and just awesome. Like, yeah, I've already grown a pretty nice community, it seems, because I got actual comments, guys. I got actual comments on that song, on on the song titled Paw Paw, of which that's what I called my grandfather. I called my grandpa or my grandfather Paw Paw because because, guys, I come from or at least my dad's side, right? At least my dad side of the family, I come from a stereotypical Southern Baptist family, of which they I'm not gonna get into all that, guys. If you want to know more, then just go listen to this song and go read it in the description, because all this stuff is it's so complicated and complex and everything. Like, I haven't really done that before. I've done 84 of these, guys. I've done 84 of these. I've done 84 of the Come Chill With Your Boys, or 84 of the live streams every night. From 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. I do these every night, guys. I've done 84 of these. This is episode 85, I believe. I'm not for sure about that, though. I'm not for sure about that. Is this episode 85? I don't know. But yeah, guys, I've done these for quite a while, and I've never revealed anything personal. I've never really gotten real with y'all. But today I did in this in the song, at least. So go check that out, please. I implore you. Like, just please just go check it out, just for me and all that, cause like I don't ask anything of y'all or from y'all because I don't deserve to. I don't want to, and I don't need to. Like, I mean, I want to be real with you guys. I want to be real with you guys, and I want to be honest and open here with you guys about the passionate stuff, right? About the stuff I'm interested in, i.e., anime, manga, comic books, history, mythology, and philosophy, like movies, TV shows, and all that. But the problem is I have too much I want to talk about, and I have too much here to say and too much here to think about. I do not believe in boredom, guys. I do not believe in boredom, or at least boredom in the normal sense to where you're bored because you have nothing to do. No, no, no. I believe boredom is having too much to do, or too much to say, or not knowing what to say, or not knowing what to do, because there are too many options, guys. There are too many options. There are too many options. It's just like a story, right? It's just like looking in front of a blank page or a blank screen. I could do anything and everything with that. Just give me a pencil and a blank piece of paper, and I can do anything with that. Hey, but that's the problem, guys. That's the problem. I can do anything and everything here with that. Almost to the point to where I don't write, to where I write nothing at some points. Because I'm overwhelmed by the possibility of doing anything. It's it's a very very it's a very very simplistic idea, but like it's just interesting, you know. All right, bro. All right. Thanks for all right, bro. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, man. But yeah, guys. I mean, all of this stuff is fascinating, right? Like I find anime and philosophy and comic books, manga, and just this overall stuff just interesting. Like I love the idea of like, well, guys, I'm a reader and writer. I'm a storyteller, guys. Of which y'all know this. Y'all know I'm a storyteller and a reader and writer. But I believe and y'all have heard me say this time and time again. I believe there's no difference between writing and thinking, guys. There's no difference between writing and thinking. And really, guys, I mean, there's a lot of stuff I could talk about, but I've mainly failed to talk about everything I've wanted to talk about in the past. Like, I've tried to talk about Wally at some point, of which y'all are probably sick to death of me talking about Wally. And I've tried to talk about Inside Out in the past and Pinocchio, or at least Guillermo del Toro's A Pinocchio, where Geppetto actually already has a son, Carlos. It's just such a good film, guys. It's on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, if you haven't seen it, go see it. It's on Netflix. If you have Netflix, you have no excuse for for not watching it. But yeah, guys. I mean, I find this stuff interesting, and I find the deeper questions and the seeking of knowledge interesting. Like, I brought this up in last night's stream. I've read Miyamoto Musashi's, I've read Miyamoto Musashi's Book of Five Rings. In fact, I've done it twice. And it is a profound, profound book. And you can gain a lot from it. Hey, but you can gain a lot just by reading books in general. Of which it's a very, very fascinating idea, right? It's just a very, very interesting and very, very intriguing idea. But yeah, guys, I love reading and writing, man. I don't know what else to say, really. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, like read like to me reading is so fundamental to learning, because if you can read and write, you're unstoppable. Because if you can read and write, hey, then you can think. How do you learn to think better and think more clearly? Excuse me, guys. How do you learn to think more clearly? You learn to write. How do you learn to write? Learn to read. If you can read and write, then I believe you are unstoppable. The pen is mightier than the sword, you know. The pen is mightier than the sword. Of which, I like that, man. I like that phrase. It's so good. It's so good. But, yeah, guys, I just need to choose a topic and stick with it. That's the issue. I need to choose a topic and stick with it. But yeah, guys, I won't I won't get into any further stuff about my dad's side of the family and all that. About my dad's side of the family and all that, because I don't really want to at the moment. Now, maybe in the future I'll reveal a bit more about that stuff, but honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Like, guys, I've read some. I'm so scatterbrained right now. Like, I'm just like so just scatterbrained and trying to think of stuff to say in order just to keep y'all entertained. Like, I love doing this, guys, but man, like, I, I don't know. Like, I saw it hit 10 o'clock and I was like, okay, here we go, let's do this. But now that I'm here, I'm like, what the do I talk about? I really don't know, guys. I mean, I wanna do this, but like, part of me just doesn't know what to talk about on some nights. Truly, I don't know what to talk about on some nights. Hopefully the content I provided as far as my music stuff and my gaming stuff and the playlist I have on the channel keeps you entertained. I hope so. I hope it does at least. Because like like right now, it would seem that I'm just boring y'all to death, of which I am sorry about. But yeah, I have all these ideas in my head and they're all so fascinating. Like, I could go more in depth here with Teen Titans and all that, of which I would like to, but I think Winner Brothers and YouTube here would have my head if I did. Because here's what I would love to do, guys. I would love to react to the original Teen Titans 2003 Cartoon Network TV show or series, but I can't do that. I can't do that because I saw the Ink Tank, of which is another YouTube channel that I like. I saw the Ink Tank and Curl the Artist react to and do Ben 10 breakdowns. I liked the idea, and I wouldn't do that except with the original 2003 Teen Titans. But I'm not sure if I can do that, guys. I'm not sure if I can do that. Because the original 2003 Teen Titans was a very, very good show, right? Especially in season 2. Especially the Judas Contract. Because the Beast Boy and Terra, oh my god. That broke me as a kid, man. That broke me as a child. I was I was so engaged in that story, and Slade is a piece of never mind, never mind. Slade is just a nasty, nasty person. Deathstroke is And for those of you that do not know, Slade in the original Teen Titans. Slade in the original Teen Titans is voiced by Ron Perlman, of which Ron Perlman he also plays Hellboy in the 2000 films. In the early 2000s, there were 2 films of Hellboy, and Ron Perlman plays the titular character Hellboy, of which those films directed and written by Guillermo and those films directed and written by Guillermo del Toro are phenomenal. I love those films. I got the actual comic books right there by Mike Mignola, of which, guys, I'm a huge fan of comic books. I've said that already. But yeah, guys, there's just so much I need to check out and so much I need to read. In fact, here soon, I need to get Apple Black and review that for you guys. I need to get Apple Black and review that for you guys because Apple Black is a manga published in America. It is a manga series published in America by Saturday AM. Now I need to get that and review that for you guys. But yeah, guys. I I I mean honestly I would like to talk more about like films, TV shows, anime, manga, comic books, history, mythology, philosophy, and all that. I would love to do that. Hey, but the question is, hey, would y'all like to see it? Because because I've always had this like dream of like being this like, well, not always, just here in the recent years, I've had this dream of like lecturing or like doing a lecture like in front of hundreds and hundreds of people, because guys, I'm a very extroverted person. If you couldn't tell, like if y'all let me, I'd stay on here. I'd stay on here for 3, 5, 8 hours, but I can't do that. It's a It's a, it's all right, buddy. It's all right. It's all right, John. It's all right. Yo, if you could do me a favor and check out this song, I released a few hours ago, and read the description. I truly appreciate that. Anyways, guys, I'm talking to chat right now. Anyways, guys, let's get back on topic. So yeah, guys. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I would like to. Okay. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I would like to talk about and all that. I would love to like let. I can't place it. I can't get the. I can't get the proper words out. I can't get the proper words out, and it's mad annoying, right? It's so annoying because I don't. Because here's my thought process, right? Here's my thought process. I stutter so bad that that I'm like, people are going to click off immediately, and that really does get to me at some points. It really does. Hey, but that's okay. That's okay. Anyways, guys, here in the past, like, I don't know, 3, 4 years, I've had a dream of like lecturing in front of like hundreds or 300 people or something like that. But, I'll just stick here with this for now because I'm clearly extroverted, right? I'm a clearly extroverted person, of which, I mean, it's just, it's very, very interesting, guys. It's very, very interesting and all that. Like, I've got so much information in here, guys, and I want to create like stories and all that, and I want to write comic books for you guys, of which I am doing. I'm creating my own mythology and my own history with the Dragon King and Avaloria and all that. I've got more fairy tales coming. By the way, all that stuff is coming, guys. It just takes time. And yeah, I mean, a lot of this stuff is just patience, of which I need to work on. I need to have patience here with all this, guys, because I myself am impatient. Patience is a virtue that I desperately need to practice, and I'm hard on myself, guys. I'm so hard on myself because I don't necessarily. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say I don't like myself, but I'm definitely hard on myself, of which I gotta stop doing. But I mean, I legitimately don't know though, guys. Like, like sometimes my brain just goes so fast, and I have so many thoughts racing through my head all at once that it's hard to keep up. And I love listening to like the great minds of the past, like Jung, Nietzsche, Dostoevsky, Carl Rogers, and all that. Ah, it's all right, Johnny. It's all right. Yeah. It's a oh yeah. It's a good song. It's a good song. It's just a sad one. Like you actually read the description, and then everything starts to fall into place. But yeah, guys, everything's yeah. I mean, everything starts to fall into place if you read the description and then read the lyrics that are also in said in the if you listen if you listen to the song and then read the description and then read the lyrics that are in the that are in the description, it just gets so sad so fast. Like, I mean, it's somewhat heartbreaking, you know. Like I hate how I hate I hate how the speech impediment causes me to stutter, and it causes me to stay on words longer. Like this is oh, I don't know how y'all put up with it, but y'all do, which amazes me. But but yeah, guys, I love like listening to the great minds of the past, like Nietzsche, Jung, and Fyodor Dostoevsky, and all that. A book that I haven't read yet that I want to read, and guys, I know I'm sorry, I'm very scatterbrained at the moment, I'm just trying to talk. But yeah, like another book I haven't read yet is the Gulag Archipelago by but not Leo Tolstoy. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong about that. Leo Tolstoy, Leo Tolstoy did War and Peace, and the Gulag Archipelago that was done by Alexander Solzhenitsyn, which I haven't read yet, guys. Also, guys, if y'all could help me out, that that would be much appreciated. There are 5 main books by Fyodor Dostoevsky. There are 5 main books by Fyodor Dostoevsky. I have not read any of Dostoevsky's works, although I want to. I really do. I really do want to read more of Fyodor Dostoevsky's works. So, yeah, if y'all could help me remember, because anytime I bring up the greatest books or the greatest authors of all time, he's always in the discussion, guys. He's always in the discussion, of which these are the 5 books I constantly get recommended to me whenever I bring up or someone else brings up the Dostoevsky, Crime and Punishment, the Brothers Karamazov, and Notes from the Underground. I listed 3. I need to know the other 2 though. I need to know the other, and I should really just look it up. But I did look it up, and there was not a clear answer. I guess I didn't dig deep enough. I don't know. But yeah, guys. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Fyodor Dostoevsky, he seems like a very good author and a very good, and those seem like very good books. it seems like he's written some great, great books. And I've been doing some digging into the 20th century. I've been doing a little bit of digging into the 20th century, and it's just been a good ride. It's been a brutal and violent ride because the 20th century is one of the most violent, in my opinion. Is is one of the darkest periods in all of history, at least in my opinion. But my eldest brother Devin, he knows way more about this stuff than I do. So he'd be able to actually correct me on a lot of uh, on a lot of the mistakes I've made and a lot of the like misconceptions I have about history, because it's just I I love it. I love history, mythology, philosophy, psychology, like all that stuff is like genuinely interesting to me, guys. And dear God, we have hit 36 minutes and I've said nothing of value. But like, I would love to, like just to break down and actually analyze and critique and deconstruct like certain films and just like certain books and movie or certain films, books, and TV shows. Like, I would love to deconstruct Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, and I've tried to deconstruct Wally and Inside Out, and I failed miserably. But Wally and Inside Out are two very, very good and deep films. Truly, truly they are. Of which, I mean, there's a lot here to break down though. Like with Joy, particularly with Inside Out, there's a lot to break down, guys. There's a lot to break down. There's joy, fear, anger, disgust. There's joy, fear, anger, disgust, and sadness are the five key emotions in Inside Out. And it's just very, very interesting how how Riley, our titular character, and Joy tries to keep Riley happy all the time. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful film from a psychological point of view. Now, I'm not that well versed in psychology, at least not as much as I'd like to be. Like, I would love to be a lot more well versed in psychology, but I'm doing a lot of stuff here, guys. So, yeah, I mean, all this stuff is just a lot, and I'm almost overwhelming myself with it to the point to where I just want to, like, say, okay, stop, and just don't do anything. Just be lazy. But I can't do that now, can I? No, sir. I can't do that. Because I also love Edgar Allan Poe and H.P. Lovecraft and their horror stories. And I have these ideas here for short horror stories and short like horrific horrific fairy tales, of which there's a lot there, guys. Like, I have this idea of this, like, Michael Myers-esque villain, and he belongs to this family in the woods, and they're almost, like, cult-like in their, in their, in their methods, and their familial ties. Like, it's just very, very interesting. And I've noticed in my speech that I say a lot of words repeatedly. Like, I say the word, yes, I did it again. I say like and a lot of other words I don't like. I just, I don't know, guys. It seems like I just gotta keep on going. I just gotta find my rhythm. I just have to find my rhythm and stick to it. Once we've done that, we'll be smooth sailing through calm seas. We will be smooth sailing through calm seas. Jesus Christ, we've hit 40 minutes, and this one just blew by fast. Even though it feels like it hasn't, it has. Holy crap. We've hit 40 minutes, guys. That's amazing when time flies. But yeah, guys, everything is good. Everything is fine and good right now and all that. So yeah, that's fun. But I mean, there's a lot I could break down and all that. Like let me see here: history, mythology, philosophy, psychology. Like Miyamoto Musashi had some very good ideas in the Book of Five Rings, and there's a lot of stories I've read here that I could break down, and I could analyze certain tropes and like cliches and all that. But there's a channel that does that much better than I could ever do it. Already out there, just go look up Overly Sarcastic A Productions if you haven't. Just go just go look up that channel and all that, and that'll be good. But yeah, I mean, like, there's, oh crap, let me get the controller right quick. Okay, we're good. But yeah, guys, I mean, it's a fascinating idea, right? I mean, okay, what the am I talking about, guys? I have no idea what I'm talking about right now, because I'm not talking about anything right now. The streams have diverged into me rambling and me speaking obscenities and me just being nonsensical, of which I don't like. I do not like it when I'm babbling nonsense, and when I'm rambling for the world to see. But I digress. I digress. Like, I don't I don't know. I need to continue to practice what I preach, because if I would just write this stuff down, if I would just read more, just read and write and think, just read and write, then you can think. Like, I could talk about Dracula, well, more precisely Bram Stoker's Dracula, because that's a phenomenal book, and what they did and what he did to my boy Quincy P. Morris, I'll never forgive. And what he did to my girl Lucy Ristinia, I'll never forgive as well. My girl Lucy didn't he deserved that, Stoker. Although Stoker was a genius as well. Bram Stoker was a good author. He was a good storyteller. Of which, like, it's just very interesting, guys. Like, I find it so fascinating, right? Like, what are we really? Or no, what am I trying to say here? Like, like, I'm watching, I don't know what I'm trying to say. You know what? Let's just move on to the nerdy crap. Let's get away from the deep topics, shall we? Let's get away from the deep and philosophical and psychological topics, and let's actually try and just write this out, or do something or let's try to write this out or do something entertaining, because I'm sorry, guys, I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, I am just shocked, right? I'm shocked with the support I've got off of this song, right? I was not expecting that at all. I was not expecting so many people to listen to that song and so many people to actually, well, I think like it, because I'm not sure how many likes it has right now. I'm not sure about the view count either. But all I can say is thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for that. Like, it's very, very interesting, guys. Now, now I just think I'm wasting my time just if I keep doing these, but I'm not. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to think clearer because I'm trying to. I don't know what I'm trying to figure out. That's the problem. That's the problem. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I need to I need to pick a topic and stick to it. But can I do that? No. And I need to figure out why. I need to figure out why I can't do that. Because I mean, it seems like God, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just repeating the same crap over and over. Oh, it's so annoying. I hate it. Like I just at this point, I'm just waiting here for the hour mark, and I don't know why. I just I don't know, guys. I really just wish that I could like entertain you or something. Like I mean, I read these great thinkers, right? I read these great thinkers, and they know how to weave and write, and they know how to like weave and intertwine their stories. Like Tolkien was such a profound writer. I mean, J.R.R. Tolkien, here with The Hobbit, here with Lord of the Rings, and Silmarillion, was so profound. He gave detail even to the most insignificant things. Like, he would tell you when the seasons changed. He would tell you when the leaves changed color. He would tell you about a single blade of grass, which is that even to the most smallest detail he paid attention he with his storytelling. And in The Hobbit, it's a simple there and back again story. Gandalf goes to get a 13th member of the dwarves. Or no, is it a 13th or 14th? Is it a 13th member or a 14th member? I'm not sure. Either way, he goes and gets Bilbo and he calls him on a adventure. And at first he's like, no, I'd rather just stay here, just chill, and just eat food and relax. But he gets his butt in gear. Gandalf gives Bilbo the proper kick in the rear he needs to get his butt up and go on this adventure. I am a bag end of bag ends. But no, 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 no. You must go on an adventure. You must leave your comfort zone. It's the call to adventure, right? And he goes on this grand adventure with Thorin, Philly, Killy, and the other dwarves. And it's such a good story, guys. It's a there and back again. Even though they made 3 Hobbit films, even though Peter Jackson made 3 Hobbit films, it's just one book. They made 3 movies out of one book. That's infuriating. That is very, very infuriating in my opinion, because they wanted to match the scale of the Lord of the Rings. Obviously, they weren't going to do that, because even though The Hobbit came first chronologically, oh, oh, okay, okay. Tolkien wrote The Hobbit first and then The Lord of the Rings. But as far as the films go, as far as the movies go, Peter Jackson adapted, or no, The Lord of the Rings were adapted first. The Lord of the Rings were adapted first, and then The Hobbit, it was adapted into 3 films. So, The Lord of the Rings were adapted in the early 2000s. And The Hobbit, it was adapted, I believe, in the 2010s. So we have The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King. And so for the Lord of the Rings, here we have The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King. And for the Hobbit, here we have A Unexpected Journey, The Desolation of Smaug, and The Battle of the 5 Armies. Well, in the actual book of The Hobbit, those are just chapters. Guys. Of which the soundtrack of the middle of the films that were adapted, the soundtrack of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, or the soundtrack of The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit by Howard Shore is perfect. Is beautiful. It's so freaking good. I love the Shire theme, right? And it's so good, man. It's so good. Howard Shore did brilliantly. Plus, adapting the actual poems was so good. Like Misty Mountains. Hey, the road goes ever on and on. I sit beside the fire and think. The story of Baron and Luthien. That was beautiful. Side note, if for those of you that do not know, Baron is supposed to be Tolkien, and Luthien is supposed to be Edith. Because, okay, Luthien was, I believe, Tolkien's self-insert, and he was a young man. And Luthien, he was this immortal maiden, elven-wise. Luthien was this immortal maiden. She was a beautiful, beautiful elf princess. And then Baron came, she left. It's so good, guys. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then go look up the lament of Baron and Luthien, and you will understand everything. It's so interesting, though, guys. It's very, very interesting. And do you see what I mean? Guys? It took me 53 minutes. It took me 53 minutes, and I hate that. I hate that it took me 53 minutes to get that passion, to get the spark. I wish I could carry it all throughout the hour. But I can't. And that sucks, guys. It really does. But back to the world of Middle Earth. Also, I'm gonna look up a channel right quick if you don't mind. If you don't mind, I'm gonna look up a channel right quick. I am going to look up a channel just right quick. If we gotta go listen to, because y'all need to listen to this girl. This girl has such a beautiful voice. Okay, this channel is Camilla's Choice, right? And Camilla's Choice. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, then just look up a poem by J.R.R. Tolkien. Any random poem should work. Just look up Hey, the Road Goes Ever On and On, or I Sit Beside the Fire and Think. and just scroll until you find her channel. She has such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful voice. And she does Tolkien's poems justice, guys. She does his poems justice. It is truly, truly beautiful, guys. It is very, very well done. I I truly do enjoy her music, of which her music is phenomenal. Her music is great. But yeah, guys, I myself am trying to do what Tolkien did and create a mythology and a history because that's what Tolkien wanted to do initially, and he did do that. He set out on a mission and he completed that mission. He wanted to give England its mythology, its history, its stories, its legends, its fairy tales back. He wanted to create he wanted to create those things for England, of which he did. He did create those things for England, and he did them in such a way, in such a profound way, that it's just interesting and engaging, man. Truly, truly. Like, it's, oh, my ears itching and my nose is, all that stuff, allergies, I hate it. But yeah, guys, it's very, very just interesting in the way Tolkien did his stories and his lore and all that. Plus, another great book series I love so much. Another great story I love so much is The Hunger Games. Is The Hunger Games. Is The Hunger Games. Is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I love, 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 love The Hunger Games. The Hunger Games trilogy is phenomenal. The Okay, here we have the first book, Hunger Games, Catching Fire and Mockingjay. I love Katniss. I love Katniss. I love Peeta. I love their story. I love Haymitch. I love Effie. I love all those characters, right? And it's such a good world. It is such a vast and good world. There are 12. There are 12 districts, and then there's the capital, of which I love the like representation. I I love going back, like it's almost like it's going back to the old English, to the old England days, right? In my opinion, it seems like the Hunger Games and the way the world is set up into 12 districts. Well, I'm not sure about y'all, but in my initial read through, of which was a long time ago at this point, like I drew comparisons between the 12 districts and the 13 colonies that Britain had America in long, long ago. Before we had the American Revolution and we got our freedom in 1776. I quite like that though. I like what Suzanne Collins did. I like what Suzanne Collins did here with the Hunger Games. Hey, combining the old gladiator Roman days with hey with hey with reality TV. So here's how it worked. Here's how it worked, guys. Here's how it works. So the capital, he would pick 24 kids. Well, 24 kids. One boy and one girl hit from each district. And they would have them fight in a arena to the death. Basically a death battle. And to the victor goes the spoils. Or no, yes, to the victor goes the spoils. And it's so good, guys. The Hunger Games is so good. I have such nostalgia for that series because it is the first book series I ever read willingly. It is the first book series I ever read willingly. It's the first book, scratch that. It's the first book I ever read willingly outside of the Hunger Game. Or no, outside of school. Hey, the Hunger Games, it was the first book I ever read willingly outside of school. It's just so interesting and engaging. It's just so well done. Like the Hunger Games is so well done, guys. It's very, very good. However, guys, here we have hit the hour mark. Hey, we have hit the hour mark, guys, and I'm sorry that the stream it wasn't good or entertaining or educational. I know I suck. Either way, I hope y'all enjoyed. Please go check out this song I uploaded a few hours ago, and make sure y'all read the description of it. And yeah. Anyways, guys, we've hit the hour mark. And with that, guys, I am outie, and you gotta know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe, or turn on post notifications, turn on all post notifications, so that we never miss a video, and you'll be notified whenever I upload. And with that, guys, I am outie. I love you guys, and thank you guys.